Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting edition of NASCAR Xfinity Series GarageCam here on NASCAR.com. I'm Chuck Bush in the garage with Matt Kogan on camera. Seeley. That's his new name. CeeLo. CJ Latirzo on the ones and twos. It does kind of work, CJ. Yeah. CeeLo. CJ Latirzo. I'm just going to stop saying your name as I butcher it. But yeah, he's on the ones and twos, mixing up the sound, and we're live on NASCAR.com in the Xfinity Series garage on GarageCam. It is extremely shocking how all of those things work out. We're back for another exciting, fun-filled, action-packed episode as we look at the number 39 of Jordan Anderson. I think I saw the driver of this car around here somewhere. Let me see if I can track him down as I drop my phone and unplug my headphones and just fall all to pieces here on NASCAR.com in front of you live and in person. Let's see if we can get a word with Jordan Anderson. How are you doing? I'm filling in for Matthew Dillner. He's off. He's covering the Frozen Four. They are. He has large feet and a large head, so it's a large hat to fill as well.
Comes with the job, right?
Yeah, it's the job.
That's it.
Totally the job.
That's it.
So you guys have had one practice section.
Yeah.
There's been a bit of a repave thing. I've heard some things.
Yeah, they changed the track a little, just a little bit.
Talked about it.
Just a little bit.
How was it out there?
I think it's a new challenge. It's interesting, but it's a handful, no doubt. I think we ran a total of 8 laps total in practice, and the only thing I really got to compare this to is Kentucky. You know, I was in the trucks at Kentucky last year with that new repave, and the track was really loose, really edgy early on the day, but as more rubber got laid down, the track got a lot better. So I'm hoping that's what Texas does today. It's a little on edge, but track's good. They did a really great job with the track down here. I mean, 1 and 2 is, I think once the rubber comes in, it's just going to be great. It's 2-3 wide, hopefully. But right now, it's single groove, and if you get outside of that one groove, it's a handful. So I tried to see how high I could arc it off into turn 1, and I almost got in trouble one time. I found the edge, and I brought it back. So we didn't end up like some of the Cup guys did in practice, fortunately. I was watching that on the big Hoss back here, so good day for us so far, though.
It is a large TV back there.
It is, all big Hoss.
Do you think they ever, would you come and watch a movie in here?
As long as it's Days of Thunder.
That would be awesome.
Days of Thunder.
Let's see if we can work on that.
We need to do
All
it.
right.
I'll be here.
All right.
I'll be here.
We're going to get Days of Thunder.
Hey, and I'll tell Matt he did good today. I'll give it A+.
Well, thank you. As we move along in the garage, trying to get recombobulated after I got discombobulated. We had a fun show earlier today in the NASCAR, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. Got to retrain yourself. I know we're a couple races into this season, a couple months into this season. Still a bit of a challenge sometimes. We're going to have the number 74, the Harmonator. Go ahead and get those requests in if you're on Twitter using the hashtag GarageCam. I know our popular host, Matthew Dillner, posted some stuff on the Instagram and on the Twitter. Probably posted on Facebook too. I don't know, is he on MySpace, LinkedIn, any other social media websites he can find, he will post on, and we will bring it to you here on NASCAR.com. You see the number 13 of Carl Long. And the number 8 of Jeff Green. Jeff Green of Owensboro, Kentucky. You know, a little bit quieter version of GarageCam compared to our earlier one, because unlike that first one, I did not have a energy drink before starting this show. What a burger, what a car. David Starr in the 99 running a Whataburger paint scheme. Never actually had a Whataburger. Have you had a Whataburger, CJ?
I have not, but my wife loves Whataburger.
Interesting.
Like, she will drive 40 minutes to go.
Would she drive to Texas?
I mean, for me, probably, not for Whataburger.
but if you're both here, then that
Yeah,
just be a win-win.
it's a double
Yeah.
whammy.
Double what a burger. Boom. Bringing you all the fun stuff here in the XFINITY Series Garage Cam. Matt Kogan running camera, doing well, doing some good stuff. That guy, he knows what he's doing. As you see here, the number 51 of Jeremy Clements. Saw him earlier. Wonder if he is out and about in the garage. Let me wander over here and take a look while you guys look at other stuff in the garage. Ah, he is over here. He's chatting with. Oh, I didn't want
him to be.
I didn't want to run him off.
I want Jeff Green. Yeah, we'll get back with you later.
Yeah. It's like I wasn't trying to run him off. I was just, you're both over here. I was going to come talk to both of you.
He's a busy guy.
Oh yeah. Were you a busy guy this weekend?
No.
Just
Run
not driving a
some
race car.
circles. That's about it.
That's not
You
busy.
consider that busy?
We got 2 practices today.
Yeah, but one's like 55 more minutes. That's not that bad. We need more though. This track is treacherous.
Well, how is it out there?
It's not my favorite thing in the world, honestly. I don't like repaves. There's like a groove this wide, and boy, if you get out of it, you're done. And you saw that in cup practice. But yeah, you just don't want to push it too far and get out of that groove, or you'll be done. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how the race works tomorrow. It's going to probably be a wreck fest. If you just survive, you'll get a good finish. It's my opinion.
They've been talking about the entry into 1 and on restarts. How are those restarts going to play out, you think?
So I'm dreading it already. I don't know. I mean, the groove is so it's not even widened out at all. So the arc you would typically take is not even there. So it's just like shallow and just get the bottom and stay there. But yeah, I don't know. They did a good job repaving it. It's just there's not enough groove yet. Maybe they could run that tire dragon around here some more.
They had that. Did they have the tire dragon here this weekend?
Yeah, I heard they did, and I heard that it rained Sunday or Monday or both or something.
So
I heard it, but they need to drag that thing around here like all night. It's like give the fans some turns and somebody keep driving that thing.
Let it rip.
And tell them to run like just all around the place.
Well, we're in Texas, and Texas is known for. Yeah,
Oh,
shocking.
I didn't know that.
Everything's bigger in Texas. We got a couple of trivia questions here.
Oh, okay.
All right. Do you know what the state vegetable of Texas is?
I have no idea. I'd say like I don't know.
It's the onion.
I was just gonna say corn or something, but that's like Iowa.
All right.
Probably.
Well, let me give you one that you might get. The state mammal. Do you know what the state mammal, large mammal of Texas is? Think about Texas. What comes from Texas?
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
It's not a.
Not a pig.
It's not a pig.
No.
He's. It's not. Oh man. A bull.
A bull. Yeah. What's another name for a bull? The mascot of Texas.
Longhorn.
There you go.
Golly.
We got one right here on NASCAR.com. Jeremy Clements.
That's right. Yeah, I had to have some help. Thanks, guys.
Hey, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We are here to give entertainment and help to drivers, and
We're just
fun for the fans.
We never said we're the smartest people here. I mean, we just said we can go fast, turn left.
And I try and talk. That's all I do. That doesn't take any, just as long as the brain
I'd
is
rather
connected.
have your gig today, honestly. Today and tomorrow, and then we can switch back. Do you want to drive the 51?
Sure.
All
I don't
right.
know if I'll fit in your fire
We'll
suit,
get
though.
you another one.
Okay,
Hey,
sweet.
Here goes
All right.
Wayne Alton. You need to interview him.
Yeah, I'm going to go turn some laps then.
Have at it. We'll get you cleared. Get you a drug test, physical.
No, wait, I think on this one it says I can't.
I'm not
do
giving you
that.
the physical, though.
I got one already. I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
good deal.
All right.
Guys,
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thanks for having me.
We're getting the one to go signal in the. That's Jeremy Clements.
Hey Chuck, what it sounds like is a good way to put turn 1 on restarts is going. It sounds like when you have to merge in like Florida, where there's a lot of older folk. It's really hard to merge into one lane.
So you're saying that old people run in the XFINITY Series? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, that's what he's saying. I mean, Kevin Harvick's not that old. driving in the number 41 Hunt Brothers Pizza Ford Mustang GT. Just kind of wandering around looking at some stuff and some things. You know, here in Texas, did you know that Texas is known as the Lone Star State? It's a fun fact. We've got a whole sheet of facts. So we're going to have things to talk about to you guys listening on NASCAR.com. As Matt Strickert sends me a couple of texts, he's keeping track of things back into Charlotte as we are talking to you. Tigra, Jeremy, good luck. I wish I'd gotten that like a minute or two earlier as we look at the number 12 of Joey Logano. Logano pulling a little double duty this weekend. Driving the PPG Ford Mustang. See Joey Gase next door to him in the number 52. Another fun fact about Texas, you know, the Longhorn state mammal, large mammal. It is illegal to graffiti cattle in Texas. Did you know that? It's crazy. I wonder if Spencer Gallagher knows that. He might not. And also, cattle rustling. If you steal a cattle in Texas, it is still a hangable offense. So CJ, no stealing cattle this weekend. In Cogan, no graffiti art on cattle. The number 4 of Ross Chastain. The state's cattle population is estimated to be near 16 million head of cattle. A lot of cattle talk, rustling here on NASCAR.com. Head them up, move them out, rawhide. Race cars. Texas jerky. Yes. Wonder if they have Longhorn jerky. There's a gas station near here that has like it's like a World of Jerky outlet or something like that. I don't know, on the way in, Kogan was talking about it, how he wants to go get some jerky. JJ Yaley in the number 14 Toyota. A couple other fun facts about Texas. State bird, mockingbird. State tree, pecan or pecan. However you say it. Makes good pie. Harrison Roads in the 01 flex tape machine. Now CJ, I bet you don't know this one. Do you know what the state motto of Texas is? Friendship. Friendship. You could say that on GarageCam right now. We are the 3 best friends that anybody ever had. You know, Wolfpack. Our Wolfpack is expanded. We've lost Dillner in our Wolfpack, but we have gained a Kogan. Garrett Smithley, and Casey Mears, the number 98. Geico Ford. Geico Military on the hood. Time we're looking at here as we're heading through we're about halfway. We are about halfway through this show. Another rambling quasi-success. I don't know if I'd call it a success. Would you call it a success?
I think you need to find some drivers to talk to.
Yeah, let's work on that. Let's see what we got over here on the other side of the XFINITY Series garage.
We need to go talk to your buddy BG.
I know. I haven't talked to Brendan here in a while. I haven't seen him. You know, they weren't in Martinsville. It's up there last weekend as we look at the number 33, Brandon Jones, teammate to Mr. Gone. wandering around, looking at stuff. More Texas facts. That's what you're going to get. If we don't see drivers, it's more Texas facts. So start tweeting at drivers. Tell them to get out of their haulers and come talk to us here on NASCAR.com. Do you know that El Paso, Texas is closer to Needles, California than it is to Dallas, Texas, where we are now? So that's fun. The world's first rodeo was held in Pecos on July 4th in 1883. That was 100 years before I was born. It's a long time ago. Cole Custer's 00. Haas Automation Ford in the garage. Start calling it a garage instead of a garage. It'd be fun. Just anger Dillner a little bit more. Oh, I see somebody that I can talk to. It's somebody that we all know and like on NASCAR.com. Oh, I'm just going to go away now. Nope, he saw me. It's a tire rolling loose in the garage, and it goes between the legs. He scores.
Did you see that?
I did.
Where's Dillner?
He's at the Frozen Four covering some hockey, so we're just talking about some Texas facts, here.
Has everybody looked? He's got notes.
I got notes.
Chuck's got notes.
Hey, you got to be prepared. Like, did you know that King Ranch is the biggest ranch in Texas, and it is bigger than the state of Rhode Island?
I didn't.
Yeah, well, now you do.
Thanks for the information, though. I appreciate it.
Speaking of some information, there was a little bit of a reconfiguration here, a little bit of a repave. What have you guys seen in this first practice?
Well, we started out really good when we ran about a 30 flat lap time. And when we needed to run 29 flat, we've been super loose. So, really cool. I didn't think we'd get to the bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2, but we have. You got to stand in black. That's what I keep telling them. On the racetrack, you have to stand in black. So it's going to be a pretty interesting race. It's always interesting when we come to new repaved racetracks because can you get outside the group? We've seen early on in both the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series, you can't get outside the group.
It's been interesting, to say the least, seeing some of these talented drivers.
Well, we're going to walk out there and change the tires.
All right. Seeing some of these talented drivers having issues with the track here. You saw it as you said, in the Cup Series.
Yeah.
A lot of Toyotas. I'm rambling at this point.
I'll help you, Chuck.
Well, how about this? Going into turn 1 on race day during a restart, what are we going to see?
We're going to see a lot of people on the outside scared to death and going to try to get to the bottom because it's just slick. At any new racetrack, you have a lot of small pebbles. I said it on a preview show this week. If you haven't watched the FedEx preview show, go and watch it because I talked about all the pebbles. I was going to say the Xfinity preview show because we're in the Xfinity garage.
Right.
But if you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it because it's just pebbles and there's nothing you can really do about it because when you have a car going around each corner at 200 miles an hour, it's going to send asphalt up a racetrack. And these slick tires, if you look at them, they're slick. They don't have grooves in them. So that's what's making all these guys. I mean, you watch Eric Jones get outside the groove. The right front tire got outside the groove and straight to the wall he goes. Mm-hmm. You watch Kyle Busch get his right rear out of the groove and up into the wall he goes in turn 1. So I'm telling you, it's all about keeping all 4 wheels in all the black. When you look at a racetrack, you want to be in the black.
Thank you very much, Chris Rice. That is excellent analysis here on NASCAR.com. Be sure to check out the preview show on NASCAR.com. He's on it just about every week.
That's right, every week. Hey, Marty Snyder and myself. But, yeah, go check it out because I picked Denny Hamlin.
Yeah?
He didn't fare too well in the first practice.
But he didn't hit the wall.
He didn't hit the wall. I have struggled on the preview show of picking, so we got to pick it up a little bit.
You're going to turn it around, man. I'm just looking at my watch to see what time it was.
Well, it's almost time
for you to turn it around.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching everything on NASCAR.com. We really appreciate it. Just keep watching it. Chuck gets better looking by the minute.
No, I don't. I cut my hair. That's all it is. That's Chris Rice here on GarageCam. That guy. Good dude. Good dude. We look at Jeb Burton's number 24. We got about 10 minutes left in this lovely episode of GarageCam. As you take a look at the number 19, Matt Tifft, Sirius XM on the hood of that Toyota. Speaking of Sirius, Did you know that more wool comes from the state of Texas than any other state in the United States? I'm serious about that. That seriously happened. Checking out the Michael Annette, number 5, Pilot Chevrolet Camaro. Looking at the number 21 Smoky Mountain Herbal Snuff of Daniel Hemric. He is hanging out in the garage on NASCAR.com. We're live on NASCAR.com with GarageCam, filling in for Dillner. Do you mind if we get a word with you?
Absolutely. No, I don't mind.
As he puts on his fire suit, Daniel Hemric. We've had one practice session already, getting ready for another one. What'd you guys learn out there in that first practice session?
I learned it is intense to get around this place with the repave, but it's it's good because it's giving all the team guys something to work for, and us drivers are having to go back to figuring ourselves out how we can go about making speed. But it's been fun to have this Smoky Mountain Herbal Snuff Chevrolet getting better and better every run. The track's getting better, it seems like, as it takes a little bit of rubber here and there, but it's a fine line of running where you want to run and being aggressive versus getting out of the groove, and we saw in cup practice what that gets you. So we don't want to do that. We just want to have another solid practice and try to go back to the hotel tonight and regroup and come back at it.
Cool deal.
That's all I got.
Yeah, hey, that was perfect. Very concise, good analysis. What do you do for fun out here in Texas?
Texas. So I went to the best hat store here in Fort Worth. Got a brand new custom cowboy hat made. First one for myself. I'm a Converse and Vans kind of guy, not really a cowboy hat, cowboy boots kind of guy, but it's pretty cool to finally get one, and that's what we race for around here. Hopefully we can get another one.
Well, cowboy hats here in Texas provide a lot more cover for the shade, so
that is true.
It's sunny out here. Thank you very much for being on GarageCam here on NASCAR.com. That was Daniel Hemric. Everybody wants to be on GarageCam here in the XFINITY Series garage. It's a fun, happy time. Looking at Brennan Poole, the number 48 DC Solar Chevy Camaro. Looked around, seeing what we got. Got a couple more minutes left in this episode of GarageCam. Crew's getting ready for this next practice. Did you see Brennan talking to Daniel Hemric? Maybe discussing finer points of cowboy hats. No, they're talking about the track, looks like. Yeah, they're definitely talking about the track. The way he's turning his hands, I don't think he's talking about putting a cowboy hat on his head. It's probably turning a wheel in a race car. Speaking of race cars, here's another one. Ty Dillon, number 3. Bulwark, FR. Joey Logano signing some autographs for some fans in the garage. We talked to him on the Cup Series GarageCam. Hey, Joey, still going. He blew past us on that one. There's Austin Dillon parked next to Ty Dillon, who's parked next to Bubba Wallace in the number 6.
You should ask him if he's going to get a 6th place finish.
You know, he's been doing.
That might make him angry.
I don't want to make. You wouldn't like Bubba when he's angry. Here on GarageCam. Smile and a nod to the drivers as Kogan does his work with the camera. It's magic. He's magic with the camera, providing you, the fans, with some awesome shots live on the internet. About 5 minutes left here in GarageCam. You check out that number 6 ride. We move down the line. Ryan Reed, the number 16, Lily Diabetes Ford Mustang. Got about, did I say this a minute ago? We got about 5 minutes left in this show. I'm going to try and see if we can, we'll make it down here to the end of this. It'll be good. Engines firing up. Kogan showing drivers. Justin Allgaier. That's his car that you hear in the background, the number 7. Advanced Auto Parts on the hood. Eric Jones walking through the garage, signing autographs, getting ready to go back out. Hit the wall pretty hard in cup practice. Let's see how he does in the Xfinity Series. He was fast in the first practice. Daniel Suarez also spun late in the first practice in the Xfinity Series. Let's see how this young driver does, the champion of this series, reigning champion, how he does in this race. The My Bariatric Solutions 300. It'll be 1:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox. You're looking at the number 9 of William Byron. Series rookie. Could he get a win here at Texas? I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. Eric Jones inside his number 20 ride. Another fun fact about Texas while we look at Eric Jones. Boasts the nation's largest herd of white-tailed deer. Fun facts that have nothing to do with racing, but they're fun. We're almost through this garage and almost through this show here on NASCAR.com as you see the Elliott Sadler ride at number 1, One Main Financial on the hood. Tyler Reddick getting ready. It's Masters Friday, so I figure I should do my golf analysis. Tyler Reddick messing with the visor on his helmet as he putts for birdie here at Augusta. I mean, Texas Motor Speedway. I'll tell you what, we're just having too much fun here on GarageCam in Texas. Just too much fun. Indeed. And right there, next to the 42 of Tyler Reddick, it's the number 22 of Ryan Blaney. Some fast rides here inside the Xfinity Series garage. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening. A lot of camera guys shooting stuff, hanging out, trying not to laugh, trying not to mess up their shot. I hope it's not out of focus. Brandon Hewitt, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Hewitt. One of the fabulous photographers here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series garage. See Reddick climbing in. We got about 1 minute left. Mercifully. Running photos? Like those are moving photos?
Moving pictures.
Moving pictures. Here on NASCAR.com, everybody gets a picture. You get a picture. Ryan Blaney gets a picture as he climbs in. We talked to him earlier on NASCAR Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series GarageCam. About screwed that one up. Probably did. I'll put $1 in the bucket, or you can put $1 in the bucket too. But be sure that you check out the My Bariatric Solutions 300 tomorrow on FS1. It's going to be great. Will Ryan Blaney get a win? Hopefully. We'll see. And then we'll talk about it on a podcast later on. But I'm going to quit rambling, and we're going to show you some cars pulling out of a garage. It's going to be great. It's going to be all this stuff. For all of the gang here at NASCAR.com, he's up on scales. He's not backing out, CJ. I'm Chuck Bush. That's CJ Latierzo and Matt Cogan on the camera showing you the number 20 of Eric Jones rolling out for everybody here at NASCAR.com. Matt Strickland back at the house. All the folks on the 8th floor watching, thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time on GarageCam.